for you never did nothing.
They do. That's right.
You're entertainment.
They the gangbangers. No, you soft, gang. You soft. You soft.
Can you get the
You
film?
soft.
You get
This ain't 1989.
You get the film. You ain't never ever me up. You ain't never been cigarette.
Give me the glass. Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move.
Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
We ain't doing that. Let's not do it. We doing it. Let's get it over. I ain't got all day.
Exactly. But we're not.
Let me do what I need to do.
We're not doing it.
I ain't got all day for this. Let me take a beat down. Let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all know. Get off my block then.
You can't do nothing.
Get off my block then. I can do.
You can't do nothing.
Well, Jay, I'ma still be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
That's that hustler spirit, man.
That was old with him and what's the name? There's no beef, right? Yeah.
I mean, you know, put it like this. When that happened, you know, we all had it on tape a long time ago, but collectively, it just seemed embarrassing for Harlem. And, you know, for me, family, if we truly are family, should be kept, you know, families fight, but the rest of the world don't need to see that. You know, I didn't think, you know, it didn't look like it went in his favor in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just felt real disrespected that he had brought some people down to even think about doing something to me. And my girl was out there, his girl was out there. But it was like some fights you just don't even be proud of. It's like being a child. So you don't be like, yo, I just spanked my kid. And I'm not saying my child, but you know, I know him young, and it's like to see that version of him is a lot different. Like I said, his name was Jomo before Jim Jones. He became Jim Jones, but I know Jomo. So I'm not saying that's soft or whatever, but I know that version could not beat me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, or at least I had to see. But either way, you know, as a man, somebody comes to your establishment, it'd be like someone coming in here. It was the reason why when I had a barbershop, I would feel any kind of violation in the barbershop was a violation to me. Like, you know, this is my spot, you got to take that up. And if you did something like rob somebody in my spot, now I got to come see you. And that type of stuff would happen. So I'm like, man, I get in so much trouble when I'm outside because I feel like I'd rather go out on my shield and get beat up. I have to get beat up before, especially if it ain't no guns or nothing, before I'm gonna just let somebody straight disrespect me. Or like if somebody goes stick them up, pause like that, I gotta see the gun. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it. Like show me the gun. You know, I'll give it to you, but just show me.
I'm gonna give it to you.
But just show me a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you.
Don't bluff me.
But what he said, make it it was in his establishment. Cause that just like somebody come to your house.
Well, you know, it was a misunderstanding between Chrissy and my girl about Lady Vampire, and you know, it was something that happened the way they spoke to each other. But Chrissy came down first, and we had resolved it because I know Chrissy. You know, I've known her for years, way before Jim. And you know, then he pulled up because he called me, and I kind of like hung up on him because he was popping it. And he was like, "I'm coming to see you." I was like, "I'll be over there." And I didn't really believe that he could ever disrespect me and bring some other people to come hurt me. Wow. I couldn't believe that. It'd be like me telling somebody to punch my uncle in the face. You know what I mean? If I got a problem with my uncle, then I just gotta fight my uncle. But I ain't gonna never have no stranger, no one I don't know do that. And I just couldn't believe, because he was like, yo, punch him in his face. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. You know? So, you know, a good thing. It's good that nothing happened, because
for sure.
I'm not gonna say I'm the toughest guy in the world. Like, regardless to whether I would have lost that day or not, eventually I feel like I would have won. So I felt like it wouldn't be good to jeopardize a bunch of people's lives for no reason. You know, like again, a real friend is never gonna send someone else to put themselves in danger. You know, you gonna put yourself in danger before the people you care about. So I was just like, you know, but either way, it wasn't nothing that we was all celebrating. It was like that was back. It was like we can't be the unit that we once was. Like, I can't look at my brotherhood the same.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip right there in the beginning in full on the Beat 139 out of Harlem as they pulled up on Dame Dash and hollered at him directly about the viral video that took over the internet this weekend, which it was several years ago, but this was most definitely a dope conversation. And seeing Dame Dash handling it the way he did with these guys, they most definitely did a good job in bringing this to the light and showing the other side of these type of things, how you can move on, be level-headed, and just hearing Dame's response with them right here. Most definitely, I want to put that out here on the channel as well, as how it's old. They didn't even want this to come out because it can make us all look away at things like that. But just overall with it, I have to say that looked very bad on Jim Jones. Like, just coming up on Dame, and you could tell Dame Dash is really hurt. And them guys right there, they understood it. They like, hey, bro, like, that's different level right there, dog. He like, yeah, bro, like, Dame Dash is like, this is different. I seen Jim grow up. I was knowing him before he was Jim Jones, and I've been knowing his girl before he even knew his girl. So for him to come down and do that in front of all of them, it's like, man, really? He even spoke more in depth about how he was real. When he would go around Jim Jones, he'd never think that nothing could go left. Jim Jones would have all his guys. He'd be in the studio with all his dudes and stuff. He said he'd never think that he'd tell one of them, hey, hurt him or do something to him. So he like, hold on, what's going on? Dame Dash, though, we know he got pride. He got the ego. Anybody can tell Dame Dash got that personality. He ain't folding or ducking on nothing at all. He was gonna sit up there and take a L like he said if he got to, but I'm finna look good while I take it. There's videos on the internet of Dame Dash actually having like some very great technique as a boxer and stuff like that, and it's known that he can really throw. So they probably felt that that was probably made Jim Jones might not want to get out there with him in a one-on-one. But I do feel if you jump out there like that and you take it to that level where you bring guys to go do something to somebody, but then you don't want to do it yourself as well, like you ain't gonna get your hands dirty, but you telling them to get their hands dirty and do something that you wouldn't do, I think that's just always gonna be a bad look for me, and that's not great leadership at all. Jim Jones probably doesn't feel like he liked that video being out, man. Move. So I'll just say this right here, bro. It's one of them things with Jim that's a bad look, man. I don't know if he gonna come out and explain it or respond it. Cameron has spoke on it before. Cameron had talked about it, and Dame Dash has spoke on it as well. But catching it right now in this moment, it's like, they was going to keep it under wraps, but with everything popping off as of late, with the interview that Jim Jones did where he was dissing Cameron and Dame, and then that started Cameron going at him, 50 Cent going at him, and just led to the part where Freaky Zeke, then the video come out, and that's just a tough look, bro. Just as Jim being an adult at that time. It's old, but it was like, you was still a grown man, bro. That's some... just getting somebody that you don't, just getting somebody who like not part of the fam or the circle to come dog your people out in front of his girl and his your girl, his girl and his establishment and stuff like that. That right there ain't cool, man. We'll see what Jim Jones got to say about it. Ain't really too much to say. It's old now. But it's crazy. This is the stuff we grew up on, and you can just tell Dame, it's like, bro, I really can't believe he did that. Like, I'm moving on with it, and this is the second mature response that Dame then gave Jim Jones, really, because he did the other one when he said what he said in the interview. Dame came back very mature with a response, and he did right here. And it's like, in this video, bro, Dame Dash look real happy, dog. That's like, he's straight. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. And also tap into the Patreon, Urban Politicians TV. They have an app for it. I have the link in the description for that. Also, tap into the website, patreon.com, and just search Urban Politicians TV. I got raw, uncut videos gonna drop on there, on the fly stuff. topics I couldn't cover. It's gonna be exclusive things you can't get on YouTube, things I didn't have a chance to cover or just can't really speak to freely on YouTube. Get up over there. It's by choice, but not by force. We got a $5 tier and a $10 tier. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of stuff on there. Y'all get ready for it, man. More coming, more videos, all that 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.